Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to FranTastic InSights, where we provide insights from some of the coolest people in franchising. My name is Alesia Visconti. I am the president and CEO of FranServe and Franchise Dictionary magazine. Now, FranServe is the largest franchise consulting organization in the world, and our mission is really very simple. We help change people's lives through franchise ownership. And we do that through a network of incredible franchisors and franchise consultants, all who are dedicated to helping their candidates explore franchise opportunities. Now, today, I have a great guy with me. His name is Joe Tota. He is the CEO of Tapville Social. And Joe, I'm so happy to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I like to be considered one of the coolest people in franchising.
But you are indeed. That was an accurate description. So, and you know what, Joe, to get started for our audience and our consultants and our listeners, if you could just share with them a little bit about what Tapville Social is and what it does and what makes your brand, unique in its space, I think that would be a great way to kick off our little chat.
Yeah, so we're a self-pour craft beer and wine concept. We're the first franchise to offer an entirely self-pour, self-service concept in the food and beverage category. We operate brick and mortar restaurants, which offer self-pour craft libations. We also franchise kiosks located in shopping malls and airports. And then we also have a mobile tap room that we franchise as well. So our core competency is around self-service, self-pour beverages, and those permeate into our different franchise concepts. So a really interesting concept, very new to the market, and we believe it's the future of the hospitality industry.
Now, you had me at craft beer and wine, right? You just had me there, but after that description, how can you not think you're one of the coolest people in franchising?
We get a lot of that. It's a cool product that we sell, and it's a very tech-forward concept too, which is kind of I think really cool as well.
Yes. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Now, in terms of markets, again, sometimes I ask this question and I get, everywhere, but are there specific markets that you're looking to penetrate right now? Is there a hot market? Is there certain areas of the country, or are you really looking to, expand that everywhere?
Well, I think you'll probably get the answer of everywhere. But what we're trying to do right now is really market within the Midwest where we're founded. Really, so we can provide a lot of support within our current market, which is the Illinois market, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana. But we also have interest throughout the U.S. and our concept, appeals in any type of market. The great thing about what we do and the systems that we provide is we can provide support pretty much anywhere in the U.S. with our technology. So. But yeah, the Midwest is kind of where we're growing and actively marketing, but we do get a lot of great leads that come in throughout the U.S. We'll entertain those.
Super. And if I'm not mistaken, no area is sold out right now, right? So listeners and consultants, everybody, there's nothing that's sold out right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's a few segments that we have in Florida that are sold right now, some territories, but there's a lot of open availability as we're a newer franchisor.
Right. So that's why, like, Florida's not sold out. I understand you have territory sold, but there's still very hot territories available, correct?
Exactly. Yeah. And Florida's a great market too, as we know. This year has been really great for Florida. So.
Yep. Now let's talk a little bit. We talked about, expanding a little bit and about your brand itself, but what traits do you look for in a franchise owner? When you think about a franchisee or someone you want to bring on in terms of the team, what traits stand out most for you as a strong franchisee?
Yeah, most would think that we like people that like to drink craft beer, but that's not entirely true. We have some core values that we kind of hold near and dear to our heart at Tapville. So we look for franchisees that believe in hard work, because it is hard work to run a business, as we all know. We look for folks that want to support their community. It's one of our core values. So really helping to provide support for local breweries, that's the products that we sell, and also working with local charitable organizations within the community. We also look for folks that like to have entrepreneurship type qualities where they like to take risks and solve problems. As a growing franchise, we're learning a lot from our franchisees. So we kind of look for that core value. And then finally, it's about teamwork. When we develop our system, it's about making first of all, our customers successful, but then our franchisees and then ourselves successful. So working as a team is really important. So we look for those characteristics, with our franchisees, those core values.
Now, one of the things I did not hear from you, so correct me if I'm wrong, I didn't hear that they had to have hospitality experience or, craft beer experience. So is that so? Do they have to have that or no?
They don't. We've built a system that's a great question, that is really replicatable for franchisees. And the tools and the training that we have doesn't mean they have to have experience with craft beer. One of our newer franchisees doesn't know a lot about craft beer products, but we have training and we can help support them. So really what we're trying to look for are those core values, and then we can train the rest.
I tell you, Joe, I think our listeners just really had an aha moment there because, that's the beauty of a franchise, listeners, is that really, that system, training, operation support, you don't necessarily need to have a background in the category that is of interest to you. So, one of the sayings in franchising is be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And you hear Joe saying, yes, you could definitely, be a franchisee. Listen to what he's saying. The core values are what's important. And Joe, I got to compliment you on that because I think that's the first time when I'm asking a question about traits or about a franchisee that someone has come back with the core values. And I really value that tremendously. So kudos to you and your brand. It does really set you apart in terms of how you look at, franchisees and the community and giving back. So kudos to you.
Great. Yeah. I mean, we're just trying to build a team. And, we see the relationship with our franchisees as a team. And, when you're building a team, you want to look for folks that share the same values. And also the systems that we have are amazing. The training, the processes, the documentation. Prior to becoming a franchisor, I was a consultant and I helped a lot of large systems develop those programs. So I used that experience and applied it to Tapville so that we could properly support our franchisees. So I think we have some of the best training, some of the best performance support tools, and also some of the best assets that our franchisees can use to make their business successful. So.
Well, that's super. And I'm sure, as you said, coming from a different perspective that you bring to Tapville also, again, just kind of expands the vision for the organization. And it certainly seems so in terms of, again, how you're trying to grow and the values that you put on your franchisees and on your community. So again, kudos to you on that. Excellent.
Well, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I also thought I heard at somewhere, so correct me if I'm wrong, veteran discount. You guys do offer a discount for people who have served in the military. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. We do offer a veteran discount, and all the information is available in our FTD. But yeah, we do have a veteran discount, and we thank the military for their service. So yes, absolutely.
Super, that's great. So, veterans, as you know, franchising and veterans go very, very well together. So if you've served in the military, thank you so much for your service. I'm very active and really help to kind of bond franchising and veterans and throughout my experience. So Joe, I appreciate the discount to our veterans. And again, veterans, think about owning a franchise. This might be a very cool one indeed for you to do. So. And really now, Joe, I'd like to go a little bit deeper, talk about one of my favorite hashtags that I use on social media all the time. In fact, I think I use this more than I use my own brands and a hashtag, and that's Franchise Strong. Now, I am so passionate about Franchise Strong because to me, it just embodies of, everything that is about franchising. We're a community of very caring and passionate individuals who are looking to help people really, have their dreams come true of franchise ownership. So no matter economy up, economy down, COVID, no COVID, franchising will always be strong. We always move forward. We always help people, to follow their dreams. So I am very interested, Joe, to hear what Franchise Strong means to you and to Tapville Social.
Yeah, so we have a pretty tech-forward concept, and I'll start there. Some of the technologies that we use are very sophisticated, but what we've done is really simplified that for our franchisees with the training and then the performance support tools that we have available. So what we've done is sort of packaged up a system that anybody who doesn't have a lot of technology experience can use and get those benefits that we have. So that's part of our franchise strong sort of motto, is that we've made technology simple. The second thing is, as we're building our system, we've got a lot of data insights that we've collected from all of our other locations. We've been operating for 5 years now, but we've just started franchising because we wanted to make sure that our business model was solid and ready to expand. So all these data insights that we've collected allows our franchisees to take advantage of those to optimize their business. So that also helps us support them. Plus, we do have a really cool product that we sell, which is craft libations. It's a growing category right now. So we see a lot of growth, particularly with our self-pour model. What it does is it helps to reduce some of the labor costs, but it creates an amazing guest experience for the customer. So that's a really unique value proposition for a franchisee. And what we've done really to make our franchisees strong is to kind of package all this in a system that they can implement very easily with our support. So we're really excited, about our concept and keeping our franchisees strong through, the best practices that we've developed in our system.
Well, that is wonderful. And I will tell you, I know anytime that, that your brand, it's mentioned to the consultants, they all feel excited about it. We think this is a rockin' brand. So I'm very much looking forward to continued growth for you guys. And I think you're doing everything right in the way that you're growing and approaching it. So again, just hats off to you and your team on all of that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. So I know, Joe, listen, I know everybody's kind of crazy these days and busy, and we so appreciate you being on our show and informing everybody about your brand and talking about Tapville Social. So I want to thank you for your fantastic insights, and audience, thank you for your time. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can, catch up on more videos. But Joe, before we wrap up, I want to turn it over to you for any last words.
Yeah, I think, with our brand in particular, for somebody who wants to own their own business, be their own boss, we have a great, compelling value proposition for that. And it's a type of business that could be a lifestyle business, could be a business that can be scaled fairly quickly, but it provides a lot of experience that we've developed over the years. And then it really is something that is fun, and it's a great business for somebody to get started into. And it's very tech forward in the way that we're the first to the market with this concept. So anybody who joins our system gets that advantage as well. So we're just really excited. We think this upcoming year is going to be really positive for franchising. I know it's been a tough year in 20, but we see a lot of opportunity ahead. And then we're just getting ready to sort of build that groundwork to support our franchisees in 2021.
And I agree with you. I think 21 is going to be a strong year. 20 was a big wake-up call for a lot of people who said, you know what, maybe I don't want to go back to my corporate life, or I don't want to go back to the commute when it's time, and I value my time with my family, and I want to have a different life. So yes, we're on the same belief as you, that we think that 21 is going to be a rocking year for franchise. And why not? Why not at this point, have people take control of their lives? And audience, if you're thinking about a brand, Tapville Social sounds like it might be one for you. So Joe, I want to thank you so much again for being on our show, and I just have to say it, have a fantastic day.